Hey there everyone, Paler here, and welcome back. I hope you all had a terrific holiday. It's been that time of year. I took a few days back, went back up home and everything, and I am back. And I came back just in time for a bunch of big events going on in World of Warships. And I want to just cover some of those things. There will be some Star Citizen 2.6 footage coming here, but this here is a little more time sensitive as this ends, I believe, on Monday. So from time of recording, roughly 3 days. So I got to get this out quick, and even then most people aren't going to see it. But anyway, let's go ahead, let's dive into what is going on in World of Warships since the last update I did. So probably the biggest change, the biggest update to the game has been the addition of the German destroyer line. You can see over here, German destroyers, the V-25 starting at tier 2 up to tier 10. The full destroyer line is in. I don't have any real opinion on these guys yet because I haven't had a chance to play them. I just have too many lines, tree lines I'm working on. I'm going to finish some of them off at tier 10 before I start working on these guys. My general understanding is they're kind of a hybrid between the Japanese line and the German line. They are primarily being used as torpedo boats because they have very poor detection, especially in firing their guns. However, unlike the Japanese line where once you're detected, you're pretty much doomed, if these guys do get detected, they do have pretty good guns. But their detection is just so bad, you don't want to play them primarily as a gunship because you just get destroyed. If you look here, this is a pretty big destroyer. As all things go, fairly long, fairly wide. If you look at its detectability by sea is 7 kilometers, 13.71 firing. The main battery firing range is only 9.8 kilometers though, and fully upgraded it is 10.7. So if you put a full captain on there, you kind of can almost blind. Well, no, even then, a captain's going to drop it by 10%. Yeah, you're never blind firing this ship. Let me correct that. You're never blind firing this ship. You have probably about a 1.5 kilometer range where you are easily detected within it. So yeah, there's a lot of mixed opinions on them. We'll see how they buff them out, change them, adjust them. But they do have a pretty good torpedo armament here. You can see 7 kilometers, 61 knots, 2 times 3, so 6 torpedoes. And this is out of tier 5, obviously. If we went higher, the torpedoes get better and better. I'll come back to these guys once I start playing them. The other addition is a single, very big, very important ship in overall history. It's also having a pretty big impact on the game. The USS Missouri, the Mighty Mo. This is Tier 9 Premium Battleship, the first Tier 9 Premium ever offered by Wargaming. They have no Tier 9s or 10s in World of Tanks, from what I understand. This is the first one in World of Warships. In addition to this, if you remember or played back in October or November, Steven Seagal was a premium commander you can get. So you can get Steven Seagal and sail him on the Mighty Mo. And if we look around here, oh, there he is. Steven Seagal is shadowboxing. Get out of my way, carousel. There he is, Steven Seagal on the deck of the Missouri, shadowboxing. And he'll wander around on the ship. You'll see him come and go. You saw there was a table over here. There's a dartboard somewhere. He'll play darts. Where's the dartboard? Oh, he takes it down. That's right. It's only up when he's actually playing darts. So it's not always there. Now, you don't have to have Steven Seagal in as your captain in order to see him there. He's there no matter what, but it seemed fitting. Another nice touch of this ship is when you do take her out, rather than the standard commander talk, like when torpedoes are detected or whatever, it's actually Steven Seagal. He'll say, torpedoes, direct front, torpedoes to port, we're on fire, damage control, fire's out. Those type of lines are Steven Seagal actually says them himself. It's a nice little touch. Now, this ship, it's going to be a little controversial. I think for the most part, people have accepted where it is because it's basically in Iowa. It's basically in Iowa, slightly modified Iowa with a few extra different consumables. We'll get into this shit more later on. And the other reason that people kind of seem okay with it are if we look at how you acquired it, it's not something you just go to the store and buy. In order to get this ship, we're under US, you have to unlock it with premium XP. You can't actually see it here because I already have it unlocked, but it cost 750,000 of the premium XP. And the only way to get this XP is to play the game. Obviously, you get a little bit from every time you finish a battle. You're going to get anywhere from maybe like 80 to 400, 500 premium XP. But then you can also convert XP off of ships in order to get that to there with the cost of doubloons. So this ship, depending on how much you have to convert, costs $130 at the high end, for some people down to $80 or $90 if they have a lot of this XP converted over, and that's how you got it. And I think that's part of the reason the ship's not really controversial is At some point, someone had to play that account enough to, between all of your ships, earn that much XP to either be converted or already have it stored up. So this isn't like the Turpits where you just went out and threw $60 at the screen and you were in Tier 8 battleship. No, you actually had to play quite a bit of the game, a few hundred rounds in order to be able to get the Missouri. You're probably looking 500-600 rounds minimum to have that much XP to convert over, and that might be a low-end number in order to get to that. So that's the Missouri. There will be another video coming on the Missouri. I've only played 2 rounds in her, so I need to get a better feel for her before I talk much more. And with that, that brings us over to the holiday event, because I didn't pay $130 for this ship. That would be kind of crazy. I played the Holiday Santa loot boxes. So I'm going to overlay some footage here of the Wargaming website right now. They're doing a modified version of the Secret Santa. Instead of you buying a gift and sending it to some random player in the game like they did last year and then you get one back random, instead they have 3 tiers of loot boxes, 1, 2, and 3. The high tier's $5, middle tier's $3, low tier's 1 or 2, I forget. And these loot boxes come with any number of random items in. Generally, you're going to get camouflages out of them. Camouflages for your ships, premium camouflages. Some of them are actually pretty good that are going to offer XP boosts, reduced detectability, reduced incoming firing accuracy, better commander XP, better currency earned. There's a lot of buffs on these. In fact, let's come over here to the exterior. And you can see all the different camouflage. And you'll see, I got quite a few on some of these. I have 510 of these Ocean Souls. So minus 3% detectability, 20% credit earned, 4% maximum dispersion incoming, and 100% XP earned. If we look at some of these other ones, this is, I think, the Halloween. Basically the same. Some of these have other abilities on them. 250% commander XP earned in the battle. That's insane. You can rank a captain up like a madman with that flag combined with a few of the signal flags. You could be easily earning plus 300% XP to your commander using some of these camouflages. So that's going to be primarily what is in there. You're also going to get doubloons in these crates. And the third thing that can come in these crates is ships. And this is where I went nuts. So I bought 5 of these initially. And out of the first 5, I got a Kutuzov. That is a Tier 7 premium cruiser. It's originally like a $46 cruiser if you convert the doubloon cost over. It's like a $43, $46 cruiser. Wow, got that. Bought 5 more. And then I ended up getting, I think it was a Lo Yang was in my next one, which is like a $37 ship. And then I went reading the forums to see what people were getting. And I don't know how I missed this initially, but one of the people said they got a Gremyashki. And I went back and I double checked, and sure thing, right at the top of the list of possible additional ships you can get, the Gremyashki. I lost my mind. This is the one ship I've been trying to get since I started playing this game. I wasn't in it early enough. I was never someone that trusted Wargaming, this Russian free-to-play company. I've heard of some things of how they treated the way they did their free-to-play model in World of Tanks. It had me really hesitant, really worried about it. Obviously, I love this game for what it is now, and I actually kind of think it's a pretty good free-to-play model. It's not always the best, but I think it's reasonably good. Anyway, the Gremyashki was a ship that only early backers had access to. They have not sold it since because it is a little brokenly OP. Well, I went nuts with these loot crates. And I'm not telling you to do this. I am absolutely not telling you to do this. But what I am going to say is what I found over spending far too much money opening far too many of these crates is they are not lying when they say the return is better than what you put in. So overall, I came away with, let's see, a Tier 7 premium destroyer, 3 Tier 7 premium cruisers, the Prince Eugene, the Kutuzov, and the Atago. All of these ships are over $40 to buy up straight up and out. I came away with an Atlanta. I came away with a Warspite, an Arizona, a Texas. Quite a few of the lower end ships also all came away. And I eventually did get the Gremyashki. And if I add up the cost of those ships bought individually, probably close to double what I bought in terms of crates. I also got enough premium currency out of the crates in order to convert over and get the Missouri. So if you add on like $120 for the Missouri plus all the other ones, it's actually not a bad deal. though it is a big dice roll. I had to roll quite a few. The Grimyashki was the last ship I got. And there's only like 2 left out there. There's like the Dunkirk and some other low-level ships I could still get out of it. So I had a good run in terms of getting ships out of it, but it took me a while to get the ship I actually really wanted. Sims was in there. Yep, I forgot I got the Sims also. There's a lot. There was a lot of them in there. In fact, I would say my premium fleet is pretty much done. There's the Dunkirk and a few low-end ships, and that's basically it. There's a carrier that I really don't care for, and all of that. So I am not by any means telling you to go out and spend money on this. However, if you do play the game and you are interested in it, it seems to me to be about a 15%, maybe even up to a 20% chance of getting a ship out of these $5 crates. And there's a good chance that that ship, if you don't have one of the higher end ships, it's going to be tier 6, 7 up there. It is a fairly good drop rate on the $5 crates. It's all RNG though. You could buy 20 and get nothing but camos and doubloons. Or you could buy 20 and get 8 ships. I had 1 pack of 5 I picked up, so another $25. 4 of the 5 were premium ships. Yeah. A lot of luck, absolutely. So you got to really weigh that on yourself, but that is what's going on. And the last thing for what's going on now, that's the Secret Santa that ends on, I believe, the 2nd. Also going on this weekend is a 200% bonus XP event. So you can see all of my ships have the bonus 200% XP. That means these things are really cooking right now. You can really earn some XP. So I took the Yatago here. This is one of the ones I got in one round that I didn't even do all that well, and I did like 42,000 damage. And 42,000 damage, some fires, didn't sink anything, had a few cap defends. I came away with over 9,000 XP on this ship because I'm running premium and I have the 200% bonus XP. So if you're someone looking to level through like tiers 2, 3, 4, you could go from tier 3 to 4 literally in like 2 battles. Do a battle Saturday, a battle Sunday, and there's your XP to get through from one to the other using that bonus XP. It's pretty ridiculous right now. We will come back. We're going to talk a little bit more about the Grimyashki. I have a video for that to go up. There's some talk about, there's a PTU event going on right now with new commander skill trees. We might get into that depending on how much content I put into Star Citizen in the next coming week or so. But that's what's going on in World of Warships. Hope to see you out there. Until next time, though, this has been Paler. Thanks for watching.